Nothing screams the great Canadian outdoors like burgers and fries. लेकिन ऐसे वैसे नहीं, homemade burgers and fries. Small ingredients, big taste. और आज के guest, woo! सिर्फ सोशल मीडिया सुपरस्टार नहीं, he is a mega star. लेकिन उनको मिलने से पहले मैं दौड़ खत्म करता हूं, आप प्रेप पे मिलें. जब हम डिसाइड कर रहे थे कि कौन से रेसिपीज हम दिखाएंगे, हमने एक चीज नोट की कि वन ऑफ द हाईएस्ट सर्च्ड रेसिपीज इन द वर्ल्ड आर गुड ओल्ड बर्गर्स एंड फ्राइज. जी हाँ, तो आइए शुरू करते हैं. वी आर गोना टीच यू हाउ टू मेक डिलिशियस होममेड बर्गर्स. फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट वी नीड गुड बर्गर मीट. और यू वोंट बिलीव दिस, लेकिन इसमें हम पता है क्या डालेंगे? कुछ नहीं. एग्जैक्टली नथिंग. गुड मीट, गुड बर्गर. जब हम ग्रिल पे जाएंगे फिर हम डालेंगे थोड़ा सा सॉल्ट और पेपर जस्ट टू गिव इट अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ सीजनिंग एंड फ्लेवर. उसके बाद वी हैव द प्रोड्यूस, टमाटर, प्याज, लेट्स. we'll have some really nice buns, or just for a little bit of spice, fresh jalapenos, and of course cheddar cheese. It's patty time. Get it? Not party time, patty time. It's very, very simple. But you gotta get dirty. You gotta get your hands in there. There's no other way. मतलब कि और कोई तरीका है नहीं. And this is not कि perfect patty चाहिए, must be circular. No. All we gotta do is make a nice ball, and then there's a simple magic ingredient. Smash it. Smash it till you cash it. I don't know what else to rhyme with that. And then patty तैयार. Patty's ready. Let's go wash our hands and I'll be right back. Okay, ji, it's time for lettuce, onion, tomato. Ladies and gentlemen, मैं आपको बता नहीं सकता कि मैं कितना एक्साइटेड हूं, बिकॉज today's guest, जैसे मैंने आपको कहा, is not just a social media superstar, he is generally a mega star. So please help me welcome the one, the only, Zaid Ali T. Here we go. Talia, come on everybody. Zaid, thank you for being here.
No worries. It's a pleasure. The view here completely makes up for it, I guess. So how are you liking it?
Bro, I love it. Dekho, this is our place, which means it's now your place. Jadon bhi aana hai, anytime, it's yours. I mean, dekho, kya set hai yaar?
Yeah, no, that's an amazing set. It's a little cold, but that's Canada. Abhi hum summer wali vibes mein chal rahe hain na, so we're not ready for the cold yet.
We never are, है ना? Especially being desi.
Exactly.
I want to start off by asking कि क्योंकि हम खाना बना रहे हैं, आज हम burgers और fries बना रहे हैं.
जी.
Fresh homemade burgers, simple ingredients, big taste.
जी.
देखो घर पे जो कुछ भी बनता है, it's always better. That's what I feel. What do you feel about that?
I think that's a myth that our moms have put in our heads.
You're saying no right off. You're saying नहीं बाहर जाके खाओ, कोई गाल नहीं. Fine, I agree. It's good to taste other zaika, different tastes, other cultures.
Yeah.
Yes,
exactly.
I agree with you. And speaking of food, do you have that one go-to? You know, वो एक खाना है जब tough times होते हैं, and you know you're sort of all over the place because I know you're a very busy guy. What's that one food जो आप खा सकते हैं जिसको आप comfort food बुलाते हैं?
I think this is going to be a very generic answer, but it would be biryani. Yeah, just like I think 90% of Pakistan's population that we're crazy about biryani, so I fall under that category.
So which biryani? Is there one ghar ki biryani? Is it a chicken one? Which biryani?
Okay,
which is the one?
People are gonna hate me for this.
Nobody's gonna hate you.
No one understands this. लेकिन मैं बिरयानी बोटी के बगैर खाता हूँ. Like अगर बिरयानी के अंदर
wait. I have a problem with that. Forget about people. Are you serious?
I know there's like a war कि या तो आलू वाली बिरयानी होती है बोटी वाली बिरयानी होती है.
Okay.
I don't like either. I just like the rice. मुझे सिर्फ चावल बिरयानी के चावल पसंद है, मुझे बोटी नहीं पसंद.
यार,
so वो
okay.
मैं हमेशा निकाल के साइड पे कर देता हूँ.
अच्छा.
And then I just eat the biryani by itself. So that's the weird.
I don't know what you know. I have so many questions. You've thrown me off. You have thrown me off, brother. You just mentioned your wife, and you recently got married.
अब तो थोड़ा सा अब 2 साल हो गए हैं.
2017.
18.
ये देखो.
18.
देखो तो सही.
नहीं 3 साल 2 साल 1 second. Okay, now
Chalo,
I'm
it's been a couple of years.
Yeah,
it's been a couple of years.
I guess my defense to it is that time's going by so fast when you're with the right person, you don't realize how fast it's going, right?
ये चीज क्या जवाब भाई क्या जवाब है. But no, what's one piece of advice कि आप दे सकते हैं that is perhaps a key element to a successful marriage?
I think I wouldn't be able to give अभी इतनी बड़ी मैं कोई बात नहीं कह सकता क्योंकि मेरी शादी को भी अभी इतना टाइम नहीं हुआ. But the one thing that I've learned so far is that compromise करना बहुत important होता है. You have to compromise on things. You have to make both sides happy. You can't be selfish. You have to compromise. And I think that the most important part of a relationship is that.
Compromise is true. लेकिन आपने कहा कि हमेशा आपकी बात सही नहीं होती. Actually, the truth is कि usually more than हमेशा आपकी बात सही नहीं होगी.
Definitely.
So I can give you a little piece of it. I've been married for more than 10 years, more than 12 years, 14 years. I don't remember the date just like you. लेकिन ये मैं आपको बता सकता हूँ कि the 2 words that will save anything is yes dear.
Yes dear.
That's it, my friend. Yes dear.
मेरे लिए तो yes Johnny.
Oi, oi, oi. And speaking of advice and mashware, you know, guys like us, now they call us senior artists. Dadi dodi chitti ho rahi hai. We've been in the game for over 20 years. We sing, now we're doing cooking shows. How can we do something different? Jahan pe, you know, we get more attention. Pure, simple advice and say anything.
I think the main thing that I would say is that a lot of people also tend to do this is don't follow trends, make the trends yourself. So basically, just because you see something's trending, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to hop onto it and do it yourself. You need to make yourself a trend. You need to make people learn and enjoy what you do so that what you do becomes a trend.
लेकिन unique angle लेके आओ.
Yeah, you need to have your own unique touch to something. Like maybe you are doing what someone else is doing, but you're doing it in your own unique way.
Right.
So that uniqueness is what separates you from the crowd. And especially now, I've also seen on YouTube that there are millions of channels now. जब मैंने शुरू किया था, I think around 10 years ago, it wasn't like that. I was one of like the first people, even in my community, to be making a YouTube channel. उस वक्त लोगों को पता भी नहीं था कि YouTube है भी या नहीं है. And the fact that you could even earn money from it. And at that point, I did it for the love of it. I was never after money. I was always in it because I had a passion for it. And I feel like that's also one thing that drives you towards success is that if you're in it for the right reasons. If your intentions are correct at the end of the day, if your intentions are in the right place, then I feel like that's also something that leads you up to the point where you need to be.
यानी कि नीयत साफ होनी चाहिए.
Yeah, definitely.
क्योंकि if you're doing it for the wrong intentions, mostly it won't hit. It won't hit those places.
And even if it does, you won't have that inner satisfaction because you know you're not doing it for the right reason.
Very true. Very true. Tell us a little bit about the struggles that you went through before you started getting recognized.
I think the main struggles that I had in life were the fact that not a lot of supportive people around me, but I feel like that's something that everyone goes through. I feel like my parents weren't supportive of me in the beginning, which I don't blame them. I feel like if I was a parent, I would be on the same boat as well. If any child, किसी का भी बच्चा अगर किसी तरफ जा रहा है और आप unsure हैं कि उस field के अंदर अभी success है या नहीं है, as a parent, it's your general instinct कि आप कोशिश करते हैं कि you know मेरा बच्चा या मेरी बेटी उस तरफ ना जाए. They go towards something that's safe. And that's what my parents wanted for me from day one. और वो हमेशा यही चाहते थे कि मैं इस चीज़ में ना जाऊँ. But I think
डॉक्टर बन जाएं या इंजीनियर बन जाएं.
Well, they wanted me to be anything but this. कुछ भी बन जाओ, but not this. And I still remember my dad told me that I don't know if I should say this, but like my dad always used to tell me, he's like, in this world, there's only one Shah Rukh Khan for a reason, right? Because he's the only one who made it out of billions of people. And that inspired me to a point that I was just like, you know what, that's true, that there is one Shah Rukh Khan in the world, but that's not who I'm trying to copy. I want to get to a point where people will be like, there's only one Zaid Ali in the world. Basically, like that's just motivation that led me up to keep going on and on in life. I don't know if that's the right way to approach it, that you know that just, but I feel like a lot of success stories start from the fact that people were in disbelief of someone, कि किसी को लगता है कि ये बंदा कहीं नहीं पहुंच सकता, और वो सबको prove wrong करने की journey में he gets out somewhere. So
आपने मुझे एक कहानी याद करा दी. We were trying to release our album. ये कुछ शायद 20 साल पुरानी बात है, और हम record company पे गए और हमने actually cassettes होते थे. That's how old I am. Cassettes होते थे, और हमने जब cassette दिए ना, the lady said to us, she said, ना अकल ना शक्ल singer बनना है आपको. And that just, at first it was devastating. लेकिन फिर जो आग निकली ना अंदरों कि भाई होड़ तक करके ही दिखाना है, right? And that was the inspiration. Go on, and obviously even with mom and dad it was the same thing. Very similar story. तो ये देखो artists जो हैं, artists लोग, when you have a passion, you have to put your sweat. हर बंदा dream कर सकता है, but sometimes you got to get out of the bed and work at it until you really, you know, and it's because it's a passion. It's never really work.
Yeah, that's one thing I've realized कि जब भी मैं पिछले 10 सालों से कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन लगता है ऐसे है कि I'm just living a normal life. मेरा कोई काम ही नहीं है.
And speaking of normal stuff, usually by now we have made the fries. लेकिन बातें इतने अच्छे चल रही. So what we're gonna do, very simple, bro, today. We're gonna deep fry some French fries. There you go. Look at that. So the oil's gotta be hot. Bhaiya fries to dekhe bhai. Nice, huh? Looking nice?
Yeah.
Getting hungry?
A little bit.
So Paji, you went to University of Waterloo.
जी.
How was that experience?
It was good. I actually had a lot of fun. The reason why हम Waterloo पहले move हुए थे क्योंकि मेरे भाई का admission हुआ था University of Waterloo में. We actually used to live in Brampton. तो जैसे ही मेरे भाई का admission हुआ, we all moved to Waterloo, and then मेरे dad ने कहा कि भाई का हो गया admission Waterloo में, अब तुमने भी जाना है और किसी चीज़ में भी चले जाओ, but you have to go to Waterloo. So then मेरा भी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह 2 साल बाद हो गया था admission, and then I started going there as well.
Very nice, okay.
अभी तो मैंने एजुकेशन को होल्ड पे रखा हुआ है. आई फिनिश 2 years, 2 साल कंप्लीट कर लिए थे. फिर यूट्यूब बिकेम सो टाइम कंज्यूमिंग कि मैं दोनों चीज़ों को साइड बाय साइड रख नहीं सकता था. एंड आई फील लाइक कि काफ़ी चीज़ें अब ऑनलाइन भी आप सीख सकते हैं. एंड आई फील लाइक कि जस्ट बिकॉज समवन हैज़ लाइक it's a very like controversial topic as a general thing, which is why I don't like to go too much into it.
Yeah.
But once again, I think it's all about, at the end of the day, if there's something that you can learn online, you should just learn it online, not go to university, because university takes the 2 most important things in life that you have, which is time and money.
Yeah.
And if something is taking both from you, you need to make sure that you're getting in it for the right reasons. Just because, if you're getting into university just because कि मेरे अम्मी अब्बू कह रहे हैं कि मुझे ये करना है और आपका अंदर कोई passion नहीं है, then you're wasting your time and money, and you could be spending that time and money on something else.
देखो लोगों ने तो कहना ही कहना है. You can't really get away with what people are gonna say or whatever. But I thank you for giving your honest opinion, because मुझे पता है कि it's not easy. And speaking of controversial, first of all, how nice do these fries look?
They're really good. Because we were doing it outside, तो मुझे लगा कि शायद उतने अच्छे ना बने जितने अच्छे अंदर बनते हैं, but these are just as good.
यार ये मजा आ रहा है. You know when you do it like that. खाने से पहले, I want to ask you, what is next in the empire of Zaid Ali? What's next? Because I'm very excited to know.
Inshallah, एक दिन मेरा भी goal यही है that I want to get into a web series, or like I want to direct and basically like act in one of my own web series. I have some ideas as well. So that's the end goal. Don't know how long it will take, don't know if it will ever work out, but that's all you can do. You know, you can dream and hope for the best.
I love it. और I mean देखो अली और मैं थोड़ी सी एक्टिंग कर लेते हैं, तो भूलना नहीं जब आप ये बड़े-बड़े वेब सीरीज बना रहे हैं, प्लीज डोंट फॉरगेट.
मुझे आपसे पूछना चाहिए, आप लोगों के कनेक्शन से आप लोग मेरी मदद करें.
Why not? You know, देखो, we must collaborate. Definitely. Can't wait. It'll be a great time. I want to thank you for being on our show.
No, it was a pleasure.
You not only came to our little place, but you made some fries with me outside. It's cold. And I must say, okay, you know, you watch videos and all this sort of stuff. First time I'm meeting you yet, you're such a sweet guy.
Thank you so much.
Such a sweet guy, such a beautiful family you have.
Thank you. अभी family पूरी नहीं हुई, इंशाल्लाह एक दिन. अभी तो सिर्फ husband wife हैं.
Right.
But पूरी family भी इंशाल्लाह होगी एक दिन. Yeah.
Inshallah. Thank you so much once again.
No worries.
It's been fantastic.
No worries.
Let's get those burgers, bro. Burgers, burgers, burgers.
Wow.